Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Motions Biz. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. So if it is your first time finding this channel, welcome and thank you so much. And from again, somebody who was asking about the pledge loan. And this time it is about how to pay off or pay down a pledge loan and how to do that on the Navy Federal app or on the web portal. And I think there are also a few things that I think are worth talking about when it comes to paying off a pledge loan. So the question was raised by Lisa Mock. Okay, Lisa, thank you for making that comment. And she was asking, if you pay off 90% of the loan, can you just manually put it on manual payment? Or I think she was talking about not having to put it on automatic payments and just wait for the time that Navy Federal will indicate when your minimum payment is due. Let's go ahead and try to understand the pledge loan from paying off the 90%. Why do you have to pay the 90%? Because I know this also raised a lot of questions. Why pay 90% or 70% or 50%? Okay, there's actually no limit to that, or there's no, it's totally up to you on how you want to make your payment with a pledge loan. And I will also, so first, let's discuss why paying off 90% of your pledge loan is practical and is beneficial. So now you will not see this on the Navy Federal website, but this hack of paying off 90% of the pledge loan is actually from very savvy Navy Federal members who have tried it and have seen the benefit of it. Okay. So if you really think about it on how you want to boost your credit or how to improve your personal profile with Navy Federal, is that the pledge loan is one of those things that you can do that is so easy. You can manufacture an account which you have a control over the credit limit of that account. So paying off 90% of the loan and then having only about 10% that you need to pay off for the term or the life of the loan makes a lot of sense. Okay, but remember, it is not required or mandatory for you to pay off your pledge loan 90%, 80%, or 70%. It's just actually a personal preference. The good thing about paying off 90% of your loan is that you are able to manufacture a loan amount, an installment account that really helps your credit mix. And if you pay 90% off, you have already paid in advance, okay? So you do not have to make monthly payments until the closer to the end of the term, and the minimum payment due will be indicated by Navy Federal on your app where your pledge loan is, and that is usually closer to the end of the term of the pledge loan with a minimum payment. Okay, so for those of you who have not done a pledge loan and has not experienced on how to do it and what's the benefit of paying it off 90% or even 70% or 80%, so it is just that you will get reported on time payments throughout the life of the loan, okay? Not just one payment that is reported. And so not because you paid 90% of the loan at one time, that your payment will be reported only one time, okay? That is not true. And I have shown this with my own pledge loan account that when I paid the 90% off, it actually reported for 12 months of monthly payments, okay, even if I paid it only one time. Why pay 90% off? What can be the benefit of that? Okay, now you have an installment loan that you place with Navy Federal, and then you paid off 90%. So how that would appear on your credit report is that you have an installment loan that is paid off already 90%. Now you may ask, wouldn't that look bad with the lender when you have an installment loan, installment account that you paid off a few days after you borrowed it, okay? Now lenders look at installment accounts differently, okay? Just because it is not revolving. So it is a fixed loan amount for a number of term, okay? So that counts so much on your liability when you still have a lot remaining on an installment loan, because they would count that against your ability to pay off a loan when they do grant you a loan, okay? Now, let's say you have a loan that is already 90% paid off, okay? Now, your liability, and they are aware that your liability for that installment loan is only 10%. So it makes you a better risk for lenders. So just to summarize what I just said, paying off 90% of the loan allows you to not to have to make a minimum payment until closer to the end of the term and on the date that Navy Federal usually indicates on your app. You know, on the app where your pledge loan is, it will tell you the minimum payment and the date that it is due. So see, you won't have to think about it. But it doesn't mean that the remaining 10% you cannot place on auto pay, okay? You still have that option. We do have Navy Federal members who did a large amount pledge loan, had about like $1,000 remaining on their pledge loan. They divided that into the number of months and placed that on automatic payments. If you have a 5-year term for a pledge loan and you have $1,000 remaining on your loan, so that means you have to divide that $1,000 for 60 months, and that will be your minimum payment that you want to put on auto pay. Make a payment until the time and the date indicated by Navy Federal, which is closer to the end of the pledge loan. Now, the reason being, it is an installment loan, okay? And because you paid off 90%, you have pretty much paid in advance. So you do not have to make the monthly automatic payments until closer to the end of the term, okay? Another question that may be raised is, do you absolutely have to pay your pledge loan 90%? Now remember, it's a personal preference. You don't have to. You can even just stay with whatever Navy Federal has indicated that is your minimum payment every month throughout the life of the loan, and that's still okay. So you can also pay it off 70%, 80%, or 50%. Again, it's just a matter of what you want to achieve with your profile with Navy Federal and your personal credit score, but it is not required, okay? So those are just the options that you can pretty much do with a pledge loan. So until next time, this is Motions Biz thanking you again for tuning in and checking out this video. And any comments are more than welcome. Have a great day. Until next time.